Hi everyone, welcome to Entrepreneur's Diary. I'm Gisela Lyshetti, and it's so good to have yet another collaborator. I am pleased to announce and to introduce Heba Massri from Physiomove. They run a physiotherapy clinic in the centre of London, and she's a great female entrepreneur. And yeah, I would love to share or introduce you to her and see what she has to share with us today. So, hi Heba, thank you so much for joining us for Entrepreneur's Diary. We are so excited and pumped to hear more about your journey and what you do as a female entrepreneur. So, without further ado, do you want to first talk about sort of your venture, about your business, what you do, and then about you?
Sure. Thank you, Gisela, for having me on and giving me the time to speak about this. So I'm a physiotherapist. I come from a background of musculoskeletal physiotherapy. I'm more specialized into pain management and women's health. So I was working as part of the NHS for a while, and then I started working as part of private clinics. And then we decided to actually open our own clinic with the help of my husband, who's also physio. So it's a family team running the clinic. We're having other physios also working with us. So yeah, we're trying to grow the business slowly and steadily.
You're doing amazing already. I've heard so much good, and I see the reviews on your channel, and very amazed at the amount of patient level and satisfaction that you have. So you will grow. I know you are even better, even more than you are. So as a female entrepreneur, tell me about your experience or something that stands out to you. How is your experience like?
It's actually been great. I think it's luck. It's the fact that I've been in contact with the right people. I've had great mentors, both in my field and for business mentality also, giving me tips on what to do and how to take the next step. So actually, it's been I've been quite blessed with that. As a mother, I had to take breaks from my career to have my kids, and that was one of the reasons that we actually decided I'm gonna try to do my own business instead of being part of a larger hospital or a larger structure. Just because by doing that, I had more flexibility regarding timing. So I felt that I was able to actually give 100% everywhere, work-wise and family-wise.
So just touching base on that, actually, I mean, being a mumpreneur, they call it, a mother who's an entrepreneur, how do you juggle this work-life balance and children? I mean, that must be so hard.
It is hard. Whoever doesn't say that is lying. It is really hard. However, having the right support, again, just making sure that you get all the support. If you don't have support, get the support. That makes a biggest difference. Making sure that I'm prioritizing my time. I'm actually having time when it's work time. I'm giving it 100%, which means that I can actually stop that when I'm off work and I'm with my kids. I really have to stop checking my emails. I have to stop replying in the middle of the night for different things. So it's more about being disciplined to give each role the best that you can. But it's always a challenge, and there's always something coming up, either work or with the kids and personal life. So it's all about trying to find the balance.
Wow, discipline, that's definitely something I need to learn more often. So you also work in central London. How's that like? That must be really busy, like traveling, and how does that feel like?
Well, yes, it's quite busy. again, we're quite fortunate to have a good connection with lots of consultants and referring sources. So they're keeping us on our toes also. We're having a lot of the locals coming to see us. It's in a way, it's good to have a space for work that is a little bit geographically away from home life. That gives me the okay, now I'm gonna put my work hat on instead of because when you're running your business, you're basically working 24/7. So you just need to know when to switch off and when to stop doing that, and when to focus on work. So in a way, it gives me a way of just sorting my emails on the commute in a way. And once I reach the clinic, then we're back to clinical work. But yeah, it's been quite different during the lockdown and how we managed to migrate to the video calls and to the video appointments. So that was quite a challenging change. But we managed to survive that, and we're actually still having some patients who prefer to do that. So for various reasons, either they're traveling or because they just found it easier with their work schedule to continue with the video appointments. So now we're having both types, which is great.
So if now that you also incorporated video consultations, do you think at the beginning of your business journey, would you have incorporated video consultation in the beginning itself, or is that something because of COVID you're adding it and it's just running because of that?
I think it was the COVID and the lockdown that really pushed us to do that. I was aware of different clinics who were solely working online, so but in a way, if you don't try it, you wouldn't know it. And I think my training and all my previous work was traditional face-to-face. We felt that it was really hard to even imagine how we're gonna assess a patient online or on the phone. So we had to do some training, and it's really a leap of faith, because we needed to really trust our skills, and we really needed to trust ourselves on knowing what to do and trying to be vigilant about not missing out on any red flags or anything that needs to be referred on.
And clearly it's working for you guys. I mean, you've got it down to the T, so that's good. Now that you've had such a journey coming throughout, if you were to give yourself one advice for when you're starting out, which obviously with all the knowledge you have now, what would that be?
Really persevere, because hard work pays off, and there are so many times that it is really difficult to imagine how it's going to be, especially after the breaks that I had from work, having kids and personal issues. So coming back to the workforce, it was quite a challenge, just trying to remember who I am, what I did, if I'm good enough. You start questioning whether it's actually a good idea to come back. So yeah, persevering and trying to remind yourself that you've done it before, you can do more, and believe in yourself that you will succeed.
Wow, that's a really good one. I mean, not just for like a mum who's coming back to, but even a general person, and especially, I mean, I've had the same experience where I was doubting myself 110%, but you just push through it, and then you see that motivates you, doesn't it? But on that note, what motivates you to continue? I mean, how did you overcome those hurdles, and how did you motivate yourself?
Finally, looking back and reflecting on everything that happened before and how previous experience, it gives you strength to do more, and that you can actually, the fact that you managed to overcome something, it means that you have the capability of overcoming other challenges. Obviously, asking for advice, having the right support network around you, that helps tremendously. But just pushing through, pushing through, because there's always hope and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, hard work pays off.
So, you talked about support network. So let's talk about how you and your husband, I mean, me and my husband are also in the business together, but what is your perks when working with your husband?
It's, in a way, it's easier to communicate because we already understand each other. We know what the other would prefer and the other would mean. It's easier to not to keep having so many meetings in ways that communication is, we're able to see each other at the end of the day and just discuss work. But that's the downside also, that we really need to switch off and we really need to not to discuss work all the time. So yeah,
that's awesome. Do you think it's sort of brought you guys together? Do you think it's brought you guys together more?
Definitely, it made us stronger. We feel that we're a team on all different fronts, family and business. So it definitely made us stronger.
Wow, that was amazing. I mean, you are a natural in front of the camera, I must say. So, well, thank you so much, Heba, for sharing all of that you have. There were some amazing points, which actually I've also shared in some of the other videos. So it's so good to hear it from someone else as well. And that's it. Good. So you've heard a little bit more about Heba's insight and advice for you. Please leave down below some comments on what you think resonates with you and what things you would also like to add. If you have experience and would like to collaborate with me, let me know. Get in the comment section or get in touch with me. I'd love to see if this is mutual fit for both of us. And also, if you are suffering from aches and pains or need a physiotherapy therapist in London, Physiomove is the place to go. So go guys. All of their details will be below this video, and you can go and have a look or visit them.